them some of the national, international fellowships. And within that one, I got to came to know that means when we are applying to particular fellowship, what sort of like a documentation, and within that one part which is like plays a vital role, that is the research proposal. And herewith, we are talking about that how we need to write about the research proposal, and ultimately which type of like national and international funding agencies we are having, which provide you the platform to carry on your research to that of the national and international level. Particularly, these funding agencies are not only about the providing you the like funding, but it is giving you the exposure to take your local. We will consider our level as a local, so we can carry it out your concept from local to that of the national and that of the international levels, and that's how this research fellowships or research grant plays a very important role. So within that presentation, we are having the sum of the pro. We will come to that PPT, but I will just mention the what sort of like flow we will have within that presentation. So basically, we will talk about the importance of documentation when we are applying for any national or that of the international research grants. Your documentation is a very much of important, and within that one, you should have the very strong that of the research proposal. And within that research proposal, what sort of like a component we are having, we will discuss about it. And ultimately, when we are having the very strong that of the research proposal, which are the funding agencies which depend on your research proposal or that of the academic profile, which can provide you the funding at the national level and that of the international level. Believe me that within some of the years, last some of the years, as I am applying for the various national and international fellowships, what I observe, there is no limit for the fellowships when we are having the very strong that of the background, when we are having the very strong that of the publication record, very good CV, good academics, and good that of the research proposal. Definitely, there is no limit for the fellowships and that of the research grant. So ultimately, I will share my presentation and we will go through that presentation. And let me again one clear one thing that within slide also you can ask the question so that this session it can be the interactive one. So just let me know that whether my presentation is visible or not. I guess now it's visible.
Yes, sir, it's quite visible.
Okay. So as we are talking about, it's a national and international funding agencies for the research scholar that we are talking about. Within that, this for this presentation, we are having the some of the overview. We will talk about the importance of the funding agencies, why we should have the strong funding agencies. That means why we need to have like funding for your research. We will just in briefly we will talk about it. Then basically we will talk about the proposal format and what are the component or requirement for that research proposal. Then we will talk about the national fellowships, or like we can say the research fundings or international research fundings. And to grab this opportunity, uh, what should you have the strategies that we will discuss? That can be the last portion for your this presentation. So as we are moving towards forward, that I have mentioned. Uh, that within Ph.D. and that of the my postdoctoral research, I got like 6 or 7 national and international fellowships. And most of the times, whenever I was applying, I didn't get the success all the time. But ultimately, I came to that when I'm applying the some particular fellowship or that of the research grant, ultimately I was getting the confirmation that okay, this particular portion is lack of this particular thing. So when we are applying the continuously to research fundings or research that of the research grants, ultimately when we are applying the continuously, we are trying or ultimately we are improving ourselves. So trying is an important factor that I must have to say that. means as we are applying the any research grant, you must means if you are applying the like European grants, there is one documentation called the CV, and within that CV also you have to must go with the Europa CV. That is the another thing. You must have the CV, good CV, then you must have the statement of purpose, you should have the motivation letter, you should have the recommendations, and the last portion, which is very much of important, is the research proposal. So research proposal is nothing but the document which providing the detailed description about the proposed program. Either if you are applying the suppose as you are in a PhD, and if you need to apply some of the like exchange program during the PhD, in that case also you must have to write the research proposal to grab that research grant. So basically, this research proposal, it is providing you the detailed description of the proposed program, and it is giving you the outline of which type of like research you are carrying out or research processes, and based on that one, research fundings or readers or that of the professor or that particular institute or university, uh, they are considering this document in a very serious manner, and that's how your research proposal is an important one. So when we are having the when we are considering the very strong research proposal, basically we are having the three criteria. Whenever we are carrying out the research, you must have the three criteria. That one is your research; it should be novel one. It should have the definitely the novelty. That is the prime focus we must have to consider. The second thing, that it should have the societal relevance, and the third thing, that it should have the credibility in the sense, means as we are having that particular idea or research idea, how that particular idea is sustained to another when we are comparing that particular idea to another that of the research. So ultimately we must have to think about the novelty of the research. Then we should have the like a societal relevance, and the third thing, it is about the credibility. And when we are having these things in your proposal, definitely it will help you to grab that funding. So advantage of research proposal, it provide you the fund to support your research. It will allow you to review or critically evaluate your current research program, and it will again plays a one thing, that it will convince yourself and others that research is worth supporting. And ultimately, when we are going through the research proposal, we are carrying out the thorough literature survey. So it is talking about the yeah, it's because of that thing you can keep focused on your research program, and ultimately, as I have mentioned earlier, that it can develop the novel ideas during the writing proposal. So as we are having the research format, these are the some of the basic component it is having, that it should have the title. Then as when we are going for the like a PhD, you must have to submit the synopsis, and within that basically we are saying as a PhD proposal or PhD like a synopsis, something like this. So within that one also we have maybe came across the some of the this format, that we are having the title of the proposal, we are writing the abstract summary, we are doing the literature survey. That means we are carrying out the background and why we need to carry on that particular research. That means the need of that particular research. And again, we are writing about the objectives and again methodology. If you are coming across the social sciences research, that means we are having the different methodology tools. Either we are carrying out the surveys or interviews. That is the thing. But when we are, as we are in a science faculty, then we must have to perform the some of the experimentation, and that's how it come under the methodology. And again, we have to provide the work plan and timeline. Suppose some of the grants, it is having the tenure of the 1 year. So you have to make that work plan according to that particular 1 year. If it is like a 2 year, then you have to arrange your research proposal according to that particular work plan. And when the particular funding agencies are providing the funding, that means it have the like some of the allocation of the budget. Suppose now ANRF, that is the Anusandhan National Research Fellowship Foundation, it is providing the fellowships or like a research grant to newly joined faculties. But they are having the limit of the 60 lakh, that is the maximum limit of their budget. That means now when we are having this proposal, that means we have to put the ideas in a such a manner that you should have to carry out your research within that 60 lakh of budget. So budget and justification is an important part of that research proposal. Justification means if you need to do the supercapacitor work, and for to carry out the that supercapacitor work, most of the time we need the workstation. So it is like our duty to give the justification that why particular instrument or that facilities are needed, and like this you have to provide the justification for that particular things. So budget and justification also is a one of the important aspect of the research proposal. Then when we are carrying out this research proposal, or like what can be the like possible outcomes of this research proposal, that also you have to mention. Ultimately you have to mention the references. So so we will go like a topic by topic, what why we need have the uh, proper title, then why we should have the proper abstract and summary. We will go this one is as a in a detailed manner. So about the title, it should not be like a very long, and it should not be very short. That we will discuss. Suppose this one is like one topic that we have decided for our research proposal. Now, when suppose this is about the salamander fish we are talking about, and as a researcher, you need funding, and when you are giving such type of like title, that means this title is very hard to understand to research committee or those who are handling your research proposal at the other end. But ultimately, you are putting a concise, precise, and a meaningful title. That means it can easily grab the attention of the reader. Okay, so your topic, it should be specific summary of the proposed work. The another thing, it should not be that much of like a short one also. Suppose this one is like example, we are having the habitat models for use in the rivers, but because of this title, we are not getting the like a clear idea that is on which particular topic we are going to work. So instead of that one, if we are writing that particular title in this way, like a validation of in-stream habitat models for the Femtown River, stars, and connected. So like this, we are getting the clear understanding of how like which one is like a perfect topic that you are going to work. So your topic, it should not be very short, and it should not be that of the like very large. Means in terms of like this too much detail, it should be how to avoid in title. So ultimately, your topic, it should be like a precise one, and it should be accurate one, and it should not be ambiguous. Ambiguity in the sense, when I'm putting the some of the like title, it should not present the like some of the like meaning other than one meaning. That is the thing. Okay, so specific, it should be like a precise and accurate, and ultimately we have to avoid the extremely long titles. Again, these are the some of the like simple titles we have proposed that can fit to how we should have the proper titles like super hydrophobic surfaces and core shell nanoparticle for organic biodegradation. Within this particular topic, we are getting the clear idea that how you should have the proper research topic. Like again, we are having the some, you can go any one of this topic, and you are getting the clearly idea that about the research proposal title. And again, that when we are moving towards the second component of your research proposal, it is about the abstract, and it should be brief description of the hypothesis and the goals of the experiment. It should have the indicate the what question you are carrying out, and means again which problem we are carrying out and what sort of like answer we are going to see. That should be the portion of your abstract, and that the last portion it should cover. It is about the summary that requires to quickly assess the basic premise of your proposal. That means this one is just when we are having the in detailed that of the proposal. This abstract it is giving you the like it's a we can say that it's a representation of your whole proposal. It's because when the reader is reading your abstract, he is getting the perfect idea that this particular research proposal is about this and that, and these are the hypotheses, this is the question, and based on that particular problem, we are going to seek the answer for this problem. So that's how this research abstract or that abstract is very much of important. And when we are talking about the some of the another component of your research proposal, introduction and literature survey is very much of important. Believe me that when we are carrying out the any research, we must have to have very strong literature review. It is because literature review it is giving you the strong foundation that like what people did in the past, what was the progress in the past of that particular topic, what people are doing or researchers are doing in the current, and what can be the like a future scenario for this particular research idea. So based on that one, when we will get that clear idea, when we will have the very strong literature survey, and that's how it. And again, one more thing that why we should have the very strong literature review. It is because it will give you the like a gap in your research idea when we are working on any research problem, that idea we can sort out. It's because when we are going through the thorough research problem, then only we can clearly get that idea. Suppose in my PhD, I work on the adsorption, but within that adsorption phenomenon, what I observed that when we carrying means adsorbent we are adding to that of the polluted water, we cannot recover that all the adsorbent that we have used. So instead of that one, what I have did that I have uh, developed the like uh, like filler like matrix for that adsorbent. So ultimately, I have made some of the like a cheap type of material. So ultimately, that cheap we have to insert in the water, and when that like adsorption or whatever the chemical reactions are happening there, we can easily remove that particular strip out of that water. So that was the like gap in our research that we have recovered with the this simple idea. So like this, we must have to have like a very strong literature review, and based on that one, it will help you to get the thorough idea about the research gap, and it will help you to build the very strong that of the foundation for your research proposal. And again, these things that you ultimately that can be the last portion of your research proposal, but you must have to understand that citing, providing the authentic sources, paraphrasing and citation for your research proposal is also the important thing. Within that one, unlike the style, maybe when we are talking about the bibliography, you should have the one standard format for your citations. That is also one thing. And what we can say paraphrasing, but instead of that one, when we are talking about the citation, for that one also, before it was very tough to get that authentic sources, but now we are having the various online sources or various apps to reconfirm that whatever the data we are carrying means we are carrying for your research, we must have to check that is the authenticity of that particular sources. And again, as we are moving towards we have discussed about the title, then abstract, then paraphrasing, and that of the citation methods or authenticity of sources. The one thing that based on that one, your whole research idea is a research hypothesis. Research hypotheses are nothing but the it is about the set of assumptions for your research topic. So Research hypothesis is talking about the what is the hypothesis that you are testing, what are the questions that you seek to answer. Based on that one, this particular field, you have to explain what you expect to see and hope to show through your result. This is where you can share your thoughts. And that's how means when we are writing any research proposal, you must have to put the sum of the assumption. Basically, it is said as a research hypothesis. And this research hypothesis, when you are carrying out the research, you must have to again place that your results, and you have to cross check with your research hypothesis. And as we are in the from the science background, we must have to put the methodologies and experimentations, and which are the like materials and methods we are carrying out to perform that research experiment. So within materials and methods, describe your proposed experiment in depth. What processes you are going to use, what kind of equipments and supplies will be necessary for your project, what will be your you use for control, and what will be your replicate. Be thorough but not excessive. It must be useful to construct an outline before the completing this section, as this will give you idea of what should be occurring when, and if your goals are attainable in given time or not. So within this portion, like if you are going to any research articles also, that when we are going to research article, there is a, like one portion it is giving about the uh, within means when we are carrying out this particular research, this is the material and these are the methodologies we have adopted. And again, when we are talking about the research, it should be replicated. That is also one of the foundational concept in the research. Your research, it should be replicatable, and this all thorough information, it should be the part of your proposal. Again, that we have already mentioned that when we are talking about the flow and timeline of the study, you must have that work plan, that within this time period you are carrying out this stage of your research. So ultimately, if you are doing suppose PhD, and when generally we are considering the time frame for your PhD is a 3 years. So ultimately, you are providing that work plan for your PhD. Within 6 months, you are going to carry out this particular task. Then second year we are going this task, and the third year you are going to this task. So ultimately you are providing the work plan for your uh, that of the research proposal. And the last portion of your research proposal, it should be conclusion. Your literature review will have already helped to lead the reader the understanding of why your topic is of importance. And ultimately, when we are carrying out this particular thing, it will help you to this is where you will explicitly state how your research proposal research will advance the knowledge, what are the far-reaching effects, and will your study potentially change practices or policies? Why is this particular research topic is deserving the funding? This can be the like last part of your research proposal. And ultimately, the again bibliography is the ultimate part, because it will from we have already discussed that uh, resources, that from where you took the which type of like information, and that can be the last part, that is nothing but the bibliography. So this is the like as we have discussed, these are the some of the points that your research proposal, it can be organized, well written, concise, complete proposal, and easier to conduct the experiment. A good proposal is like good sales speech. In the world of graduate studies and scientific research, your proposal is the means by which funding is secured. And good writing, when paired with the thorough understanding of the subject matter, is a valuable skill to possess. So this is all what's about the research proposal. Now I will share you some of the slides, and you just have to go through this slide. That these are some of the fellowships, research fundings: Fulbright Nehru Fellowship, Fulbright Kalam Climate Fellowship, Erasmus Mundus Fellowship, Melbourne Research Scholarship, this Swiss Government Excellence Scholarships, IFL scholarship, DAD scholarship, Commonwealth funding agencies. We are having this. RTP, this provided by the Australia, then Coffee Annan. And if you are looking towards the funding agencies, these are from the all over the world. That you can see here, this is provided by the United States and India Educational Foundation, and this is provided by European Union. This Erasmus Mundus Fellowship, which I received for my Ph.D. studies. So this one also is basically provided by the European Union. Now, again, if you are going to some of these fellowships, you can see that these are the from the University of Melbourne, Australian government, Swiss government. This is from the Paris government, from the French government. This is from the Germany. This is from the UK. This is from again from the Australian government. Okay, this is from the Germany. This is Japan, Italian. So what basically why I have included this particular slide, because if you are going to any this fellowship basic documentation, there is a one compulsory document. It is there. That is nothing but the research proposal, and that's how when we are having the very strong research proposal, ultimately these fellowships are very much possible for to grab. So most of the for the most of the this research proposal, your academic CV is very much important. Of course, it is important. It will the academic CV. It is a representation of your to that particular funding agencies or that particular institution. That, as I already mentioned, that if you are applying to European funding or the American funding, when I have carried out my most of the research in European countries, so there we must have the one particular format of CV, and that is nothing but the Europa CV. And when we are applying to European countries, that CV particular plays the vital role. And it is talking about your academic achievements, your credentials, your like publications, your references, your extracurricular activities. It is a whole document representing you. So this academic CV, statement of purpose, that now we have just discussed in detailed way the research proposal, and then recommendation letters, publication list, and identity, or if particularly applying the Indian that of the, and within that when we are trying is applying to Maharashtra government PhD scholarship, that is Sarthi Bharti. In that case, maybe your identity and category certificates are important. So as we are moving to towards the national and international fellowship, now we have got the basic idea that which documentation set we should have, and within that one we have very much stress on the research proposal. Now you just have to go through some of the major national funding agencies that we are having is the ANRF, DST, CSIR, UGC, DBT, ICAR, then ICMR, AICTE, DRDO, ISRO, and this one is from the Department Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. We will go through one by one. And nowadays, central government is providing the huge number of research funding through ANRF. ANRF is nothing but the Anusandhan National Research Foundation. It is established in like 2023 by Parliamentary Act, and it's come under the Department of Science and Technology. And now also there is like if you are going to that particular ANRF website, you can see the ample research grants till they their means rolling advertisements or some of the like restricted advertisement also is going for the Anusandhan National Research Fellowship. Now, as when suppose you just have finished your PhD and you joined as a researcher or that of the assistant professor in any institute, in that case you will have to apply the Prime Minister's early career research grant. So and within that one also, as I have already mentioned, that research proposal, your academic CV, these are the some of the important document you must have to carry when we are talking about the this second fellowship, that is Prime Minister Early Career Research Grant. And currently this is the 30 December is the last date to apply this particular fellowship. And when we are like again, if you are belongs to like a scheduled caste or scheduled tribe, in that case also this IRG grant is provided by the ANRA. And when you are like having the very strong that of the foundation of research, when you are having when you are like very like what we can say like established researcher, in that case you can apply to advanced research grant, that is the ARG grant. And this one second, JC Bose grant. It is for the those who are having the very strong that of the profile, and those who are like very senior scientists and engineers. For that one, we are having the this ANRF providing the JC Bose grant. And now again, recently, they have proposed a very strong fellowship. We can say like that we can establish the nano mission. Like we are have a lot of people working on the 2D materials. So within that one, they have now put forward the proposals for the 2D like research. Recently, they have put the substantial like funding for the AI research too. So this is the like now in India, this one is like the strongest funding agency we can say, that is the ANRM. They are providing a lot of fundings or research grants to all category of the researcher. Either you are in a middle of your career, or if you are like joined just as an assistant professor or scientist in any particular research institute. In that case also, these funding agencies are important you for to understand. Then we are having the DST Serve fellowships. This is comes under the Department of Science and Technology, and they are also providing the substantial amount of funding. And these are the particularly for the those who comes under the science and engineering that of the categories. And they are providing the early re-entry and retention type of like a fellowship. And you can see Ramanujan is one of the important research grant or like fellowship we can say. And those uh, again for the women also they are providing this particularly CRB Power Fellowship. And for those who are established profession, that we have already see that this JC Bose and Abdul Kalam fellowships are can be awarded under the DST sub fellowships. And when we are finishing or in the last stage of your PhD, and when you are submitting, maybe at that case you can apply for the postdoctoral research. That is the NPDF fellowship is one of the important like funding provided by the this DST sir. Means now, if you are like a last stage of your PhD and when you are submitted your final synopsis, in that case also, or you can apply for this postdoctoral research fellowship, and they are providing you the very good amount of salary for your research, and again they are providing the very good amount for your contingency too. And if you need to visit some of the international global institution, in that case also they are providing the funding for short-term high-end research training. So currently ANRF is providing the good amount of fundings to all category of researchers. Then DST, then we are having the CSIR funding. Definitely you most of the are from the CSIR JRF, so you know about the JRF fellowships we are getting. But when we are particularly apply for the research also, for most of the research grants also, they are providing the very good amount of like fundings too. So CSIR also, that is the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, they are providing the good amount of research grants. And then nowadays they are providing the like those who are ideas which are like very novel or innovative in nature, they are providing the innovation support that for that particular ideas. Ultimately, we are having the UGC fundings, but from some of the last maybe 4 or 5 years, there is no particular calls for the UGC fellowships or research grant. But ultimately, you must have to understand that as we are having the ANRA of SIR, the CSIR, UGC also providing the funding for your research, that of the research ideas. Then, yes, DBT and biotech fellowships are, as we are having the ANRA, DBT and biotech fellowships or research grants also, nowadays they are providing the much more support to all category of researchers. Particularly, this Ramalinga Swamy Fellowship encourages Indian scientists working abroad to return to India. And if like this, if you are looking toward the biocare program, it is providing the grants and support specifically to women scientists who are currently unemployed or non-regularly employed. So through such type of like programs, they are like providing support to researchers to grow their career in science stream. And again, if you wish to perform some of the internships, then also this DBT and biotech fellowships under the BITP, they are providing the uh, like a 6 month internship program for the graduate student, and they can perform this project in the industries, like we are having the ICAR and ICMR, but particularly this for the agricultural students and those for the medical research students. And as we are having these national fellowships, we are having the international fundings too. And believe me, they are providing the very good amount of like a research grant to very novel and that of the innovative ideas. Ultimately, these are some of the indicative research funding agencies. Within that one, we are having the DAD. Generally, we are saying this one is from the Germany, Fulbright from the USA, Commonwealth from the UK, Marie Curie. This one is generally given by the European Union. And if you wish to pursue your some of the research career activities at Japan, then JSPS is a fellowship for the Canada, and this one is for the, particularly from the Italy government. We are having this fellowship. So ultimately, we will talk about the only two or three some of the indicative fellowships, and then only you will get the idea that like that we have, as we have mentioned, that when we are having this that set of document we have discussed, and when we are having this set of documents, and within that one, that very strong research proposal, very good academic profile, then this fellowship you can easily grab. Like DAD fellowship are the highly competitive, fully funded scholarship offered by the German government to international students and researchers to study or conduct the research in the Germany. And within that one, you can see here that graduate, PhD candidate, and postdocs can apply. Graduate in the sense ki those who are like a PhD candidate, for them we consider in European consider them as a graduate student. And the purpose of this particular research grant to study, research, or academic exchange in Germany across the various fields. Benefit, maybe these are the old numbers. Monthly stipend, definitely we are getting the very good amount of stipend for through this fellowship. We are getting the insurance covered, we are getting the travel allowance, and for to know more about this one, you must have to go to that particular website to check the eligibility and application detail. But as you are PhD students, in that case, also we can apply for the research grant, and within that one, you can go to that some of the like institution as a exchange students. And if you are like faculty, in that case also you can have the some of the research grant. And for the like this last topic, that is the short-term research grant, funding for the PhD students and young academics to complete their research stage in Germany, lasting 1 to 6 months. So we can have the like short-term visit also. We can have the long-term when we have to pursue particular research activity, like doctoral studies or postdoctoral studies. In that case, also they are providing the very good research grants to Indian nationals. And as I have mentioned, these are the like for exchange and research stays. Also, we can visit the particular countries for the uh, like for carrying out 1 to 3 months of like a research visit. Then this one also is a postdoctoral research international mobility program, a highly competitive program for postdocs that combines a stay abroad with the reintegration phase in Germany. Then we are having the re-invitation scheme for the former scholarship holders. Supports the short working visit for formal means those who are already got the DAD fellowship. For them, this fellowship research grant is there. That is the re-invitation scheme for formal scholarship holders. So again, as we are having the DAD fellowship, we are having the Fulbright fellowship, and this is also governed by the U.S. government. And when for India, we are having the this fellowship, that is the Fulbright Nehru Master Fellowship, Fulbright Nehru Doctoral Fellowships. Like we are having the postdoctoral fellowships also. And when we have to if we are studying comes under the climate fellowship, then we are having the Fulbright climate fellowships too. So this one is for a PhD students also. Then for postdoctoral also, even if you are like faculties also, in that case also you can apply the such type of like fellowship. And then we are having the Commonwealth fellowship or like fundings, and this is from the UK government. You know that we were under the UK for the like a very long time. And basically, based on that one, they have provided the funded by the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office. Generally, it is called like FCDO. This program supports citizens of the Commonwealth countries, as we are the part of the Commonwealth. So we are also the from the Commonwealth countries with outstanding academic merit. We cannot otherwise afford to study in the UK. For them, this is a very good opportunity to study in the UK, and they are ultimately providing the funds for the master studies. Shared fellowship also is one of the thing, that means some of the portion you can cover in India, and some of the portion, particularly this split side scholarship. This one is for the PhD candidate to conduct the 12-month research in the UK, and most of the tenure they can complete in our home country, and rest of this 12 month they can cover in the UK's institution. So this Commonwealth is this particular fellowship is a split side scholarship. Then those who are the for in the middle career professional, for them also this there is like a research grant for as equal to like a professional fellowships. And then we are having the distance learning scholarship as a part-time study at the home university, or like home country we can study also. And again, from the European Union, this is also one of the prestigious research grants, that is the Marie Curie Fellowships. And this one is for the postdoctoral fellowships. Generally, comes under the postdoctoral fellowship, European fellowships, global fellowships. They are having the different criteria for the this one postdoctoral fellowship uh, the primary fellowship type targeting PhD holders with maximum 8 year of postdoctoral post PhD research experience to work abroad. And again, within that one, it have the two subtype, that is European fellowship, global fellowship. They are providing the some of the funds for the Consilia also under the doctor network. Within Marie Curie, that we can apply for the staff exchanges too. And if they are providing the some of the fund to regional, national, and international program, it is comes under the co-fund that of the research grant. If you are a wish to pursue your some of the research activities in Japan, then we are having the JSPS fellowship, and within that one you can carry out the like a substantial amount of like a tenure you can spend there within Japanese governments. This JSPS, basically it is a acronym for the Japan Society for the Promotion of Science. And then for the Canadian national non-profit organization, they are also providing the thing which is type of research grant. And this one is the third, the World Academy of Sciences. They are providing the this fellowship, TWAS, and basically this is from the Trieste, Italy, and it promotes the scientific capacity and excellence in developing countries through research grant, fellowships, and scientific exchange programs. And these are the whatever the fellowships or research grant we have discussed. These are the just indicatives. These are not merely up to where we don't have that is like 4 or 5 opportunities. Like if you are going to European countries, each institution also is providing the different fellowships or research grants. Like we have just discussed about the DAD fellowship. Like as I have already shown you that particular table, each country, rather than this, also they are providing the very large amount of research grants to promote the research activities in basic sciences, engineering, or like most of the research ideas whenever we are having the good research proposals. This we have discussed, and within that one, as we are having the research grants, when you wish to pursue some of the internships for the this global institution, then also you can apply for these particular institutions. And within that if particularly I got NSP fellowship twice. This is from the government of Slovakia. So if you wish to perform some of the 10-month activity in European countries, then only then also you can apply for such type of like a program. And 10 months is a good amount of time which you can spend for your good for your research idea in in good that of the European countries institutions. So ultimately, it is providing you the chance to explore your ideas, to make your academic profile very strong, to get the good amount of skills and knowledge to that your particular research streams that you are carrying out. So ultimately, we are having the lot of internship opportunities nationally also and that of the internationally also. So best practices for successful application that you must have to start early, prepare a very strong that of the SOP, that is the statement of purpose, highlight publication and achievement, get strong recommendation letter. That is another part. When we are applying to that particular research fundings, that these portions plays the vital role or important role. Tailor proposal to funding agency that in detail we have discussed that last month. Mistakes to avoid that generic proposal, poorly defined problem statement, missing document, not following format or well limit, particularly for DAD fellowship and that of the Marie Curie fellowship. Your research formats are the very much of important. So generally we have to avoid such type of simple things like mistakes to otherwise we will miss that particular research grant. So we must have to concentrate on these of the some of the common mistakes that we are carrying out. Opportunities for Indian Research College. We are having a lot of exchange programs. We are having the joint degree programs. That, as I have mentioned, that most of the my PhD studies I have carried out in European countries through this program, like a joint degree program. MOU-based institutions collaborations. Through this also you are getting the good amount of extended time to spend in European or that of wherever you are having the good collaborations. Within that one also you can carry out your research work and make sure that within that MOU you are having the uh, fellowships or that of the research grant to perform or to carry out your research activities. Then we are having the some of the programs, and it is also providing you the good amount of time and that of the funding research grant to carry out your research activities. So we will come. We are now in the last stage of our PPT. That is, we are having the wide range of funding available. Careful preparation ensures success. Explore national and international options. Start building strong research profile early, and that's how we can have the very strong. That is the we will repeat that strong building strong research profile early. That's how you will come across the very strong with the academic profile. These are the all from the my side. I hope you got the ample information about the national and that of the international fellowships, research grants. But ultimately, what my aim was to aware you that importance of the research proposal and that what's actually like a component of this research proposal, how we need to prepare that research proposal. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Uh, Now the session is open for the question and answer. Feel free to ask the questions regarding any fellowships, funding agencies, international national collaboration, MOUs. From the attendee side, participant who have freely asked the questions or drop a message on a chat box. Any questions from the participants?
Okay, if no questions are there, then maybe you can ask to sir and he can forward it to me. And later on also I can provide the answer. That's not issue that now only you have to ask the questions.
And the session is very nice, sir. But I think the participant got a lot of informations regarding the funding agencies. That's why they didn't ask any questions. Okay, the session is moved towards the vote of thanks now. So it's my great privilege to propose the vote of thanks for the today's sessions of PhD coursework program. On the behalf of Department of Chemistry and all research scholar, I, Dr. Santosh Chobe, express our sincere gratitude to our guest of honor, Dr. Ravikiran Narwade sir, for delivering an insightful and highly informative presentations on the national and international funding agencies, and for guiding us through the proposal format, fellowships, internships, the best practices for the research funding application. His clarity, depth of experience, and practical advice have greatly enriched our understandings. I extend heartful thanks to our respected principal, Dr. B.H. Jagdale sir, all the faculty members of the chemistry departments, and research coordinator for their continuous supports in organizing this academic program. I sincerely appreciate to all the PhD research scholars for their active participation and for making these sessions engaging and meaningful. We also acknowledge the efforts of our technical and administrative staff for ensuring the smooth conduction of this PhD coursework program. Once again, I thank everyone present here and look forward to many more enriching academic interactions. Thanking you once again, Dr. Vijayakiran sir.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. The feedback link are provided on your WhatsApp group. Now the session is ended.